Heading out.
Meaning what?
Meaning it's going to keep cracking for 2, maybe 3,000 meters.
That's over a mile.
Well, I'm running. Let's move.
We gotta talk first.
There's no time. We're going to have to run. Try to get going.
Starting off with The Ice Road, this film was released in 2021 and follows a man and his brother who basically have to take this trip on a route that was shut down for the winter, basically, but they had to do it to save these coal miners, I believe, if I remember correctly. It's a really intense movie. It's fun. It's entertaining. And I gave this a 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
Gibbs, regalos to me. Back off. Off. Regalos. Amigos. Atrás.
American Made was released in 2017, and it follows Tom Cruise's character who basically becomes a drug mule for, different gangs. Pablo Escobar, I believe, is in it, if I remember correctly. It's a really entertaining movie. I watched it and was I was very, very pleased afterwards. I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
I'm sure the majority of you have seen Back to the Future. It was released in 1985, and it is one of my favorite movies of all time. I absolutely love it. I love the sequels. It's, in my opinion, one of the best trilogies of all time. I'll probably get hate for that, but I just love it. That's all I can really say. I gave this a 5 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
With this hand, I will lift your sorrows.
Corpse Bride was released in 2005, and honestly, I'm a bit picky with my Tim Burton movies. There's not a ton that I necessarily love a lot. I don't really have a ton to say about this. It was an okay movie, nothing special. There's other ones I like a lot better made by Tim Burton. I ended up giving this a 2 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
So, what happens now?
Well, this would be the part where the characters get separated and then picked off one by one.
Toy Story of Terror was a short that was released in 2013, and honestly, it's just a fun little Halloween short. Nothing super special, and obviously I don't rate it in comparison to my movie ratings because it's a short, but I did give this a 3.5 out of 5.
Come on.
We really appreciate you doing this for us.
Howdy, Mayor. What's the rush? I'm on my lunch hour. Play it fast. Ah, just kidding. What?
Halloween Town was released in 1998, and hands down, it's definitely like one of my favorite Halloween classics. The movie itself isn't the best, and I can admit that, but it's one of those that I have to watch every Halloween. It just, brings the mood for the season. I gave this a 3 out of 5.
Migratory route to Eastern Africa, only to fly back to Australia's coast.
Hello, Shaggy.
The Do-Over was released in 2016, and it's just another one of those fun Adam Sandler movies. There's comedy, there's some action. It's fun. It's a good plot. I gave this a 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
What did I miss?
Oh, wait a sec. Did he propose to?
The Book of Life was released in 2014, and I had always just enjoyed this movie when I was a kid. It's fun. It's got a good cast, and I personally I mean, maybe they didn't do it, but I think Coco copied this movie a little bit because this came before Coco came out. I still love Coco. I love this movie. Both of them are really good in their own ways. But yeah, I gave this a 3.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
When my eyes beheld an eerie sight, for my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash.
Halloween's upon us!
Hubie Halloween released in 2020, and ever since it's become a Halloween classic for me. It's so cheesy, but I don't know, it just really gives me the Halloween vibes. And yeah, it just, ever since it came out, it's become one of those that I just watch every year, and it's fun. You know, there's fun little plot points, there's little jokes. It's just another Adam Sandler movie that's cheesy but fun. I gave this a 3.5 out of 5.
My dad says there's no way to date this one. He says it's probably from the earlier mid-1700s, when Derry was a logging town.
Hold it. Pennywise the Clown?
That's him.
So the 1990 version, aka the original version of It, released in 1990, and it's, you know, it's an It movie. I'm not a big fan of any of them, to be honest, and the 2017 sequel will be later on this list, but it's just, I don't know, it's kind of underwhelming. This one was really long, but I honestly think they did it better than the new one. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. I gave it a 2 out of 5.
Or we'll all be trapped here forever. Wait, he's coming now. Leave now, Grayson.
Oh no, he's here!
Haunted Mansion, released in 2023, is honestly, I enjoyed this movie. I think it got way too much hate. I'm a fan of Disney and the Disney parks, and specifically the Haunted Mansion ride, and I don't know, I think this one did good. I think the only thing it was missing were the singing heads that the other version of the Haunted Mansion movie has. But yeah, I think this one got too much hate. I think overall it was a fun movie. I don't know, there was good parts. I gave it a 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd. So obviously this is a Halloween classic, released in 1978, and you know, it's a movie called Halloween, so yeah, it's something that I wanted to watch because it's a classic that lots of people like with Michael Myers, but I honestly didn't like it that much. I thought it was decent, but there was nothing super special about it. I gave it a 2.5 out of 5.
Hello, Light. Oh, you're the guy. You're L.
Well, that's not my real name.
So Death Note was released in 2017, and as somebody who's never seen like the anime or anything like that, and just like knew briefly about the plot of Death Note, I still didn't really like this movie. I honestly don't think I'd like the anime either. Nobody really liked this movie, I don't think. I gave it a 1 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
Caroline, take us up. Go on, Caroline. It's okay.
Host, released in 2020, of course. That's why it's some Zoom movie, and it's basically what you would think it is. It's pretty bad and cheesy, but some parts are actually entertaining, and I think it's just kind of a fun movie to turn on and like not really pay attention to. There's not really much more I can say about it. I gave it a 2.5 out of 5.
Anyway, I'm not gonna squeeze one out until I'm like 30.
Will you still be working at the Yarn Barn? Because I hear that's a really great place to raise children.
That's really funny.
Donnie Darko, released in 2001, and as a big Jake Gyllenhaal fan, I wanted to watch this movie. Obviously, this is an earlier role of his, and I thought it was okay, but I do want to rewatch this and see what I think about it now. So I don't really have much to say about it. I gave it a 3 out of 5.
Georgie.
As I talked about earlier, this 2017 version of It just honestly isn't as good as the original. You know, the CGI and the makeup and everything like that is definitely better, but I think the plot of the original, even though it's the same story, I think they do it a lot better. Yeah, it's just not my type of movie, to be honest. I gave it a 2 out of 5 on Letterboxd. The movie 9 released in 2009, and honestly, I think it was a fun animated movie, but I don't know, there was something about it that bored me a little bit when I kind of wish it didn't. I was hoping I was going to really enjoy it, but yeah, I don't know. Parts of it I just wasn't a huge fan of. I gave it a 2.5 out of 5. Paranorman, released in 2012, about a boy who can see dead people, basically. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of similar to Monster House. I don't want to say this because I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's made by the same people, just like animation style wise. It's fun, it's entertaining, it's definitely like a fun little Halloween watch. I give this a 2.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
Go. Leon, I can't give you the Heimlich, so you better chew.
Oh. Oh, boy. Hurry up. Oh, my God. These peppers. The peppers are hot. Oh, my God. Oh, that's hot. Not good, man.
Paul Blart Mall Cop, released in 2009, is just, honestly, in my opinion, one of Kevin James' best movies, especially like in a sense of his own solo movies. It's good. It's fun. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. You know, it's definitely, if you haven't seen it, it's something you should watch. It's entertaining. It's enjoyable. It's a good comedy to just sit down and enjoy. I give this a 3.5 out of 5.
Can I help you? Oh, hey.
Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, released in 2015, and unfortunately just did not live up to the original. I think a lot of people agree with me on this. It just wasn't as good. Don't get me wrong, there's still parts that are entertaining and fun, but it just really, really does not hit the same. I gave this a 2 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
You can't leave. An attack means fallout, which contaminates the air above ground. That's how it works.
Well, how long do we have to wait until it's safe?
Depends on proximity to the closest blast, 1 year, maybe 2.
10 Cloverfield Lane, released in 2016, and it's honestly a really entertaining movie. The entire time you're truly feeling like the main character and just questioning what's going on and if this guy's telling the truth. It's definitely a mental thriller, and yeah, it's enjoyable. I definitely recommend it if you haven't seen this. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Hocus Pocus, released in 1993, is again another Halloween classic that I just have to watch every year, you know, just like Halloween Town. it's just really good, and they did release the new one. I think it was just last year. Definitely wasn't as good in my opinion. But this original Hocus Pocus is fun. You know, there's different witty jokes, and it's overall a really solid movie. I gave this a 3.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
No photo on a friend, no crossing the bridge.
You know what? I'm just gonna zip right over. You wouldn't even know I'm gone.
Coco released in 2017, and it is just another amazing Pixar movie. You know, following Miguel and his want to play music. His family doesn't let him. Ends up in the land of the dead. Very similar plot to Book of Life, but it's really good. It's fun. I really enjoy the movie. I gave this a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
Oh no. Oh, hi.
Puppy is a short released in 2017. I'm just going to keep this really short as well because it's not a ton to talk about it. It's fun. It's cute. I gave it a 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
Look at that. It's got potential.
Turn it on. And when are they gonna send me a goddamn decent song? Scylla, what do you think?
Priscilla, released in 2023, is definitely one of my top releases from last year. I really enjoyed this movie. I do think the Elvis movie is better, but I think this movie was really enjoyable and entertaining and, you know, all of the above. Great acting, you know, great music, great everything. Just really solid movie. So I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I apologize for how long it took. And I will be releasing part 3. Might take a little bit of time, but I promise it is coming soon. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.